like this boot camp, and it was really fun because we got to learn coding, like how to code it, and also how to program it, and it was really fun. And it taught us lots of ways of coding.
I wanted this to be longer because there's so much I didn't get to do.
Doing the boot camp, it has been a good experience actually. Both kids obviously are different in their likings. This was their first experience with coding. I did a little bit here and there, but a genuine first experience, and it's glad to see that he has picked up interest. He's picked up, he starts talking languages and so on. So again, thank you for the effort.
There are some things that even as a parent you cannot teach. Even I do programming, but I couldn't teach my kids, and they didn't knew about this until they started coding, and they were like, we do coding, we do this, and I'm like, do you know that I do this too? And they're like, oh wow, that's super cool. I didn't knew my mom's super cool. So it's like they learn so much, and then they started getting interested. Oh, I want to do it too. I want to be a gamer. I want to do all those things. I want to build games. So it showed the interest that, okay, yes, there's something new that they have learned and they want to achieve. So let's continue this. So it really helped, and thank you so much for dedicating so much of your time in teaching these kids. It's not easy.
Hi, thank you so much for running. I mean, all your time, effort, everything is really appreciated.
Thank you very much, Pujara sir, for running this camp. And proof is in pudding. When I was a MCA student at LD Engineering College, we used to take a semester to create a game what he has created in few days. So, it says all. And what I like, and at the end, it's like a cherry on the pie, the meditation session. In this hyper breathing time, this is what this guy can really make use of it.
The boot camp was really fun. Before I really didn't like coding too much, but now I actually like it.
It was really good, and without the boot camp, I wouldn't have learned coding.
Hi sir, thank you for this amazing boot camp. It was very interesting actually, because we have summer holidays now, so I'm trying to keep myself productive every day.
Right.
So it was an amazing experience because this is like a starting, like it's the basic of coding and development afterwards when you grow up and all. It was an amazing experience, sir.
I really liked the coding class. I really liked coding in Unity and making all those like the dominoes and like the gravity and stuff. It was really fun.
I also think it was like a good opportunity to learn coding because I kind of like it now.
It was very enjoyable, and it taught me a lot of things I wasn't aware about before.
And I was so happy that you were there in the meditation, right? That makes a lot of sense.
Initiating either learning or spirituality at the early age, it does make a lot of difference later in the life if your bases are more stronger. So thanks for initiating that to her. I keep telling her, but a little push from sir, it makes a difference than parents. So good you brought that factor in there. Thanks a lot for it.
Overall, I really liked this boot camp, and I think it was a great learning experience for me. And I thank you and all of the coordinators for their efforts.
Overall, I really liked the boot camp, and I learned a lot about coding. It was cool to see how these famous games are made, and how I thought they had something special, but they had nothing special. They just used Unity.
So I started with, thank you so much. And she knew a little bit of Python because she was to do the robotics, but that's been, on hold due to this pandemic. And so now, apart from that, she never did any programming. But, when she joined this bootcamp, initially she was a little skeptical. But then she liked Turbo C when she learned, if and else loop and, how things work. And she really loved Unity.
That's
and I was also amazed, when she created the bowling alley game,
right.
And which was the other one, and the maze game. Yeah, that was really working model or working prototype. So I'm really happy to see that, and thank you for putting that spark in her, and thank you for inspiring kids across the world. And I hope you and your coordinator continues the same. And sincerely appreciate effort from all of you. because from the day one I have seen, a passion and the never gave up attitude from both you and your team. So thank you.
So this boot camp was really fun. I learned a lot. At school, I learned Java, but not too much. So this was a new experience learning C. And then we had two different, first we did it on Turbo C, DOCSBox, and then we did it on Unity. So two different experiences.
I thought this boot camp was a really good experience for me. I used to do some coding at home before this, and I did some other boot camps aside from this, but this one really helped me grasp coding and understand it, and it was overall a really good experience for me.
I think this boot camp was really educational and I really loved it. And before this, I didn't really like coding, but now I have developed interest in coding because of the boot camp. And as a teacher, we were really lenient, and I didn't have the fear of doing something wrong. And I did all my projects wholeheartedly, and I really appreciated it.
I mean, we are very happy that we had an opportunity to send Satvik to this boot camp. And as somebody else also said, it has been a challenging as a parent to take care of and do the best during this challenging times. And this was a really helpful experience. And true to your name, Dheeraj, you have been extremely patient. All the kids, not only not singling out, and also a big shout out to all your coordinators. They have been extremely helpful.
Dear Mr. Dheeraj and Dhanu and all the coordinators, I would like to say thank you so much to all of you. The patience and the proactiveness you have shown to all the kids in terms of making them interesting to do something, because I come from finance background, so I don't have any coding experience or something. But I thought let him see how he can instill something in him. If he is really liking, yes, he's liking more than what he likes other things. And he used to come to me and say, look, I am doing something and all, can you help me? So I used to also learn from him that what he's learning, and I'm also learning something from him. But I think it's a great opportunity for them to see what is there and think what they can be interested into. And all of you have done a great job. I really want to thank you, and we look forward to something in future as well. Thank you.